Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel on systematic manifesting. And this video is going to be a little bit different. I just want to talk to you about manifesting in general and what you can do with it. If you're looking to change your whole life and any part of it, manifesting is the key. And I mean that. I am not just saying that. This is not a gimmick. This is not a joke. Manifesting is real. So what is manifesting? When I was growing up, I did not believe in it at all. The society that we live in will not have manifesting as a core. It's been around for a long time, meaning knowing about it, at least thousands of years. Some of the books that I have seen writings about it earliest are in the Bible. It's very clear, it's not hidden, it is very transparent, and it is effectively teaching us how to create reality with our mind. And that was something that when I discovered it was a revelation and revolutionary. I grew up with a science mind, a scientific mind. I excelled in computer science, mathematics, physics, and forms of psychology. Anything I can get my hands on. I loved knowledge. I loved probability. I loved facts. Manifesting was nonsense. In fact, that thought that it's just magic. It's just nonsense. It's Harry Potter. It's stuff that does not exist. But in truth, over time and accidentally stumbling upon it, I realized that not only is manifesting real, but we can use it. We can actually apply it in a systematic way. It's not random. It's not gifts randomly given. It's something we can actualize with our mind. And so whatever you want, there's no limitations. There's nothing you can't have with manifesting. If you want me to explain what it is, the simplest way to describe it is the ability to control our world, literally to control, manipulate, gain power in our world with our mind. So what do I mean by your mind? I mean those thoughts, those feelings, those things which exist in the realm of imagination. We can control our reality with our imagination. Literally. I might talk in my videos from an advanced perspective of someone who's been doing this for over a decade, but in the simplest of terminology, you can get whatever you want by controlling your mind. So what type of things do you have to think to get what types of thing you want? The key, after all the hundreds of books that I've read on manifesting, after all the tens of thousands of experiments, literally, that I have performed, the essence, the fundamental, the end-all be-all, the silver bullet, the alpha and omega is devise a scenario of what you want as if you have already obtained it. That means going into a place in your mind in first person perspective, meaning eyes closed, you're still seeing effectively from this perspective right here. You're behind your vision. And witness the experience of being where you want to be with what you want to have. Do you want to be married? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be skinny? Do you want to be jacked? Do you want to have a Lamborghini? Do you want to have a mansion? Do you want to have 10 mansions? Do you want to just feel better? Do you want to feel happy? This is all obtainable. This is not only obtainable, you can use it right now. There's no tool you have to go out and buy. This is the most powerful thing a person can do. This is the most powerful thing anything that is conscious can do. It is more powerful than the President of the United States. It is more powerful than the President of Russia. It is more powerful than a nuclear weapon. It is the most powerful thing ever. It can control the outcome of the world. It's not something that only can be used for small, concise things. It can be used for anything. What do you want? I have used it to change my life. I've used it to cure my addiction. I've used it to fix my insecurity issues that sabotaged and ruined my life, my relationships, my romantic relationships, my friendships for decades. It has got me from a place where I was unable to communicate with people effectively to someone who now has nearly 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yes, I am saying my personality has been shaped and molded through literally imagination only. So there has to be work accompanied with imagination, right? Well, this is the catch. This is what people are most confused about. This is where I hear most contradictory information from the mainstream. People say you can't just imagine it, you have to work. I've heard billionaires say this. I have heard mostly poor people, honestly, say that. But effectively, when you imagine the thing that you want, if you do so in a manner where it is clear and concise and exacting, and you are emitting internally, you're experiencing those emotions and feelings of what it would be like, you will be automatically moved. You don't need to devise the plan. In other words, you shouldn't even attempt to devise the plan of how it's going to happen. That will not help you. That is what people do who are poor. That is what people do who are unsuccessful or only successful to a degree. Because there's only so much work you can do. There's only so much time you can waste exerting. The most successful people are the ones who imagine the thing that they want to the best of their ability and then yield. And yielding is effectively meaning to allow the universe to bring it to you. This is literally what will happen. And I mean this literally. If you imagine the thing that you want as if you already have it and do it to the degree to which it saturates your mind, you have internally in your imagination, you have brought forth this scene and have emulated it and repeated it and looped it until it is the totality of your mind for that session. Meaning you don't have to do this 24/7, just while imagining. Then the universe itself will be moved to get you that thing. So how does the universe move to get you that thing? So this is the magic part about it, the part that I never believed, the part that most people don't believe, the part that people would mock and laugh at. This is the part that separates mainstream reality to the truth. You are connected to everyone's subconscious mind. Literally, you are connected to everyone's subconscious mind. Now, subconscious is just that, subconscious, meaning we're not effectively consciously aware of this, right? I cannot sense right now that I'm connected to my girlfriend or you, but we are in the same field of universe, which means there is literally a connection, even if it's just the medium of air between us. That still literally means we are connected. But suffice to say, there is a more intimate connection than that air between us, and that is our consciousness. The way that manifesting works is this. This is what can be experimented with. This is what can be observed 100%. This is what can be proven through science, through math, through observations, through the scientific method. We can imagine a thing that we want, and then the world will literally get pushed out in a manner, it will be reshuffled and orchestrated in a way so that the exact thing that you have imagined will be presented to you. And that means the imaginal act that you perform in your mind is in some way handed over to something that can devise a master plan. And not only does it devise a master plan, it has the power, the masterful, unquestioned power to execute that plan. So when you begin to practice manifesting, you will witness and watch how this works. And in most cases, it would look like you imagine this thing, and then this being, this entity, this infinite intelligence and power devises a master plan that knows exactly what thoughts, what actions need to take place for you, the imaginer, to get what you want. So say, for example, I'm imagining that I have won an award. Now, say there's a competition that or a contest is even better, a contest that I'm entering, and I imagine that I have won that contest. What will happen is the person who is in charge of picking will have a thought given to them to move in such an exact way that will pick your entry. Or if you're in a computer program that's going to get selected, it will maneuver and modify the randomness of that computer program to select you. Now let's go even broader. Say there is no contest yet, and I've imagined that I've won a contest. What will happen is, if I've imagined me winning, I imagine calling my mother and saying, "Mom, I won a contest. I won a contest." And that's it. There's no contest in front of me, nothing. What will happen is that master plan will be devised. It will be devised for a contest if one does not exist. Someone will be compelled with an idea to create a contest. And not only that, it will be someone who will be able to create this contest that will be in reach of me, meaning I will be able to reach out and play or participate in this contest. Then I will be compelled in a way which I am totally unaware to go to a place or click on a link or go to the store and see that booth to enter that contest, or click that link that will appear to be a contest. It might be accidental. I might accidentally twitch when I go to click somewhere and I click something else and it brings up that contest, and then I submit my information and then I will win. So that person and myself will all be moved perfectly to get me that exact thing that I've imagined. What about marriage? Say you want to marry someone, you want to manifest a person and you imagine that thing. What will happen is that master plan gets devised. You will be fed thoughts, he or she will be fed thoughts, and ultimately you will both act in ways that you think they're your own thoughts. You think you have no clue that you are being moved to fulfill your imaginal act, and neither does that person. And then ultimately, one thing leads to the next, and you will experience that thing. In other words, there is nothing that can prevent you from getting any manifestation. Nothing. You just have to imagine it properly, because everyone is connected to the subconscious, and the subconscious is the intermediary, is this all-powerful, all-devising, all-knowing entity, aspect, medium. There is nothing that you can imagine that you cannot have, meaning anything you can imagine, you can have. You are yourself at the whim of this entity, but you can use that for your success. Use it to imagine your success. Use it to imagine other people's success. What do you want? Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be fit? Do you want to be married? Do you want to be happy? Do you want your family members to be happy? Do you want your family members to be rich? Imagining those things, anything that you want, will force it to be pushed out in time-space. Do not think you cannot have it. Anything that you can imagine can be manifested literally. So imagine better than the best you know. And with that said, subscribe if you want your manifestations fulfilled in a systematic way, and I'll see you next time.